Nagaland today reported 55 new COVID-19 cases. 38 from Dimapur, 9 from Kohima, 3 from Mogokchung and 3 from Mon, 1 each from Kiphere and Longlang. 3 positive patients have recovered. 2 of those who recovered were from Phek and 1 from Chuensang. COVID-19 total caseload in Nagaland has gone up to 13,238. Active cases have also gone up to 727. The number of those who have recovered from COVID is 12,135. And the number of deaths so far is 88. Karnataka has announced a 2-week lockdown from tomorrow, a day after reporting the highest rise of 34,000 new cases in 24 hours. COVID curfew will be implemented in the state from tomorrow 9 p.m. for the next 14 days. Karnataka Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa said, using the phrase close down. Essential services will be allowed between 6 a.m. and 10 a.m. and shops will close after that. There will be no public transport during the curfew, the Chief Minister said. People will have to cooperate. If they do, we can achieve our target, the Chief Minister said. The state yesterday reported 34,804 new COVID-19 cases, which takes its total cases to 13.39 lakh. A total of 143 deaths have been reported, taking the tally to 14,426 deaths in Karnataka. IT hub Bengaluru, a city of 12 million, reported more than 20,000 new infections on Sunday, its highest 24 hours rise, second only to Delhi. The Election Commission is singularly responsible for the second wave of COVID and should probably be booked for murder, the Madras High Court observed today in the sharpest criticism of crowded campaigns for the 5 state polls that continued in the middle of raging coronavirus cases. The court has also threatened to stop the counting of votes on Sunday if a blueprint is not in place. Your institution is singularly responsible for the second wave of COVID-19. Your officers should be booked on murder charges probably, the Madras High Court told the Election Commission of India. The election body had failed to enforce COVID safety rules like masks, sanitizers and distancing during campaigning, despite court orders, said the High Court. Were you on another planet when the election rallies were held? Chief Justice Sanjeev Banerjee questioned. Public health is paramount, stressing that constitutional authorities ought to be reminded. It is only when a citizen survives that he'll be able to enjoy the rights that a democratic republic guarantees, the High Court said. Forest fire in Mizoram's Lunglei district continues to rage on, is now fast spreading into human-inhabited areas. With the authorities in Mizoram fighting relentlessly to contain the spread of the wildfire, Prime Minister Narendra Modi today took stock of the situation. Prime Minister Modi had a conversation with Mizoram Chief Minister Zoramthanga and assured all possible support from the centre in overcoming the crisis. The wildfire in Mizoram's Lunglei district broke out on April 24th and has been raging on since then. Properties worth lakhs of rupees have been destroyed in the wildfire, including homes of scores of people. Meanwhile, the Indian Air Force has deployed its Mi-17 V5 choppers in firefighting operations after the Mizoram government asked the Indian Air Force for assistance on Sunday. With acute shortage of oxygen cylinders in the country, the centre on Sunday approved 3 oxygen-generating plants to be set up in Meghalaya for combating the second wave of the COVID-19 pandemic. A plant each will be set up in East Khasi Hills, West Garo Hills and West Jaintia Hills districts, officials said. Meanwhile, Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma today inspected the oxygen plant at Bernihat in Rebhoi district of the state. The objective of the visit was to oversee the functioning of the plant and be prepared to deal with the ongoing crisis, the Chief Minister said. The Rebhoi plant produces 2,000 cubic meter of oxygen per day.